Good morning. Today we are making our video for packet number 11. It is due next week, Tuesday on May 5th. So May 5th is its due date. Our first page says Janet's family was having a reunion at the picnic grounds. She bought 10 pounds of hamburger and could make 4 hamburgers per pound. Her family ate 34 hamburgers. How many pounds of hamburger meat did she have left? So for me, I know some people were finding the mathy way of solving this. I looked at it with my bar model, and I thought, okay, she has 10 pounds. So all together, this is my 10 pounds. So I'm going to break it up into 10 sections. Okay, so I've got my 10 pounds. She can make 4 hamburgers per pound. So she can make 4 hamburgers in each of these pounds. Her family ate 34 hamburgers. How many pounds of hamburger meat did she have left? So your job is to look at if there's 4 hamburgers per section, count up to where 34 would be, and see how much is left over. Okay, so if you know it's 4 hamburgers per pound, you want to know how many pounds are left over. Spoiler, it's not going to be a whole number. There's going to be more. It's not going to, you're not going to be able to say, well, there's 4 pounds left over. That's going to be not a whole number. There's going to be a little more than that. All right. Second page. A train is going from Lilywood to Hermantown, along the way stopping at Green Lake and Highland Hills. At Lilywood, there are 108 passengers on the train. Several people get off at Green Lake and 26 get on. In Highland Hills, 24 people get off and 3 people get on. When the train reaches Hermantown, there are 71 passengers on the train. How many people got off at Green Lake? So I've seen different ways of people solving this. One way you can solve it is by adding and subtracting those numbers. So we start at Lilywood. There's 108. So I started with the 108. Some people worked backwards. I worked my way forward. We know at Green Lake, we don't know how many people got off, but we know how many got on was 26. Then at Highland Hills, 24 people got off and 3 people got on. And then when they reached Hermantown, there were 71 people left. So I added and subtracted to figure out how many that would be missing there. So work with that adding and subtracting from the numbers that we know. So if they're getting off, we're going to subtract it. If they're getting on, we're adding them. All right, next page. The next page, oh no, this is the 5-card challenge. We know how to do the 5-card challenge. This one, now on a previous math packet, we only had to fill in the total blocks for this page, so I didn't do the color printing without realizing that this one says complete the whole table up to that 6 figure, and yours is in black and white. So you need to note that the green is on the inside, and you can see that little white outline on yours. Green is on the inside, the blue is the outside. So as you're counting, count how many green on the inside and follow the pattern up to that 6 figure. Blue is all the blocks on the outside, count those up, and then add the green and the blue together to get your total blocks. Find your pattern. How much are we adding each time? Okay. But continue the patterns on to the 6th block, there to the 6th figure. So the biggest thing to note here was green's on the inside, blue is on the outside. Find your pattern and continue it. Find the area of the shaded region. Well, our full figure, this is the full figure, we know area equals the length times the width, length times the width. To find the shaded, we need to take the full, subtract out the white, and you are left with the shaded. The trouble with our white, it's not a straight up rectangle. We need to break it up into two rectangles. So we have length times width, length times, we need to figure out if this is 2 here, what is this? Length times the width. Make sure you would subtract both white rectangles from the full figure. On the next page, we have a rectangular prism. We need to draw a net and label those sides with the correct number. So we know one side is 5, one side is 9, and the short side is x minus 1. So lay your rectangular prism out flat and label all the sides correctly. Always looking back, when I fold it up, does this side measure the same as this side? Because if it's a box, they should be the same measurement if they are matching up. So be careful with your labeling. Make sure you have your bottom and your top and all the sides that go around. Really think about when I fold this up, do my measurements match up? And then we have our volumes. We need to do 2 of them. You can do more. I put the formulas on there for you. So you decide which ones you want to do. Remember, this is our volume. Length times width times height equals that volume. So do your opposite operations. Fill in your length, fill in your width, divide them out, and you're left with the height. Remember, if it is a cube, each side measures the same. So it should be the same measurement. You multiply it together, and you get 0.125. So it's going to be, those side lengths, they're going to be really small because that volume is really small. Again, you choose which ones you want to do. You want to challenge yourself and do all of them? Challenge yourself and do all of them. But you have to do at least 2. And the last page is our mean, median, and mode. We need to create a data set that has 5 numbers. We need to make sure that the mean is 20. So when I add up all 5 numbers and then I divide that by 5, it's going to equal 20. We need to make sure our median, which means the middle, is 16. And we need to make sure our mode is 30. What does mode mean, Michael?
The most numbers in the data set.
The most numbers in the data set. So if our median is 16, how many 30s can I have, Michael?
2.
Just the 2, because I can't make 30 my median. So I can only have 2. So you need to figure out what those other 2 numbers could be. There is a range of numbers that they could be. You need to find 2 numbers that would work. That gives us the mean of 20. And that is our packet number 11. Make sure you turn it in by Friday if you want a chance to fix up any of your pages. If you are watching this at home, I hope you are well, and I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.